Peace. So I got a question. If anybody's interested in answering, has anybody ever? And I have a feeling I already know the answer to this one, but has anybody ever felt that they should leave a job for moral and ethical reasons? And I have on several occasions. There was some dishonesty where I saw that a client or a resident or a customer or whatever was being cheated, and this was not a once kind of thing. It was being done on a regular basis. I remember leaving that particular job. I left a very potentially lucrative job working for the Navy. I wasn't in the Navy, but I was working for the Navy on the Navy shipyard, and I couldn't do that job in good conscience, even in a very basic, the job I had was a very basic job. It was in maintenance. It had to do with military housing, but even in that small, seemingly innocuous way, I couldn't do that job in good conscience. But this morning, I mentioned there was a kind of like I had a flashback to a previous life where I was driving through a neighborhood and this, like, consciously awake. I was awake, and it was like I went back in time to, like, Egypt, Greece, ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and I was driving a chariot through the slave quarter. And much in the same way, I had that experience. It was like conscious dreaming, or a past life flashback. I don't know. It was bizarre, man. But much in the same way, I woke up this morning, and on some level, I perceived my job much in the same way that I had that experience, perceiving it as a jail. And I feel after having done some LNA, CNA, EMT work, hospice worker, end of life care, I truly believe that we have lost something. You know what? Lost something beautiful. And I realized that sending our elderly off to die in a nursing home, and in my life, there's been numerous deaths of parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, and it was a very personal family experience. And now I realize that the state of things, it's virtually impossible. Let's say, in my particular case, let's just say I was married, and both of us were working. It would be virtually impossible to have a parent at home, because most people require 2 incomes to survive nowadays. So it would be virtually impossible for someone to take care of, let's just say, a parent with dementia. They need 24/7 care, they're for safety reasons. And I've seen that firsthand. You can't leave them alone. So I understand it from both sides of the coin. I truly do. But there was that moment this morning as I was waking up, and I was awake. I was having my coffee, and this thought or this feeling was in my dream state as I was waking up. but I was very aware of it, as like I was consciously aware of it as I was waking up, sitting, having my coffee, and I was like, oh my God, you know, and, again, I'm in this position in a very basic, I'm a maintenance man. I'm a maintenance man. I do get a chance to form relationships and bonds with the residents and the folks that are there, and that is beautiful. It's beautiful, but there's an aspect of it where I feel like I'm working in a jail, a prison. What do we do with the quote unquote burdens to society? We put them in we lock them up. I don't know. I'm exhausted, you guys. My sleep, and we're going on a month now, but the last 2 days have been brutal. Like I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. My sleep just sucks. And a lot of times these ideas come when I'm exhausted or I'm really tired. I don't know. Do I stay in a place like that where maybe I can offer some light and some love to an otherwise, and this is a good place I work. I truly believe that, but in the whole big scheme of things, where our society has gone with elder care, and what do we do with our elderly parents or grandparents? And I see someone laying in a bed, and I see myself, and honestly, straight up, you guys, I've done this for a long enough time. I've done hospice work for a long enough time, private duty work, working in care facilities and hospitals. I don't ever want to end up that way. And if you're my friend, you're going to come and you're going to dose me so I can just go to sleep forever, because I don't want to end up with my ass in a bed, and babbling to myself with dementia. That does not agree with me, and at all. I don't know. Oh boy. I fully intend, off topic, the last 2 days, I was tired, but it promised to be nice weather, and I fully intended to do a garden walkthrough. This stuff's doing great, you guys. But the last 2 days, they said it was going to be nice. They said, oh, it's going to be beautiful. And I'm like, I was totally stoked. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a share. I'm gonna do a little garden walkthrough, show everybody the plants and how the garden's turning out. And it's really thriving. It's filling out. It's beautiful. And I'm really enjoying it. And anyway, the last 2 days, it ended up raining like crazy. I mean, totally, like they totally screwed up the weather forecast. But anyway, so yeah, what? I'm fucking tired. Wow, dude. I just want to go home. I want to go home. Anyway, so the question is, have you ever left a job for moral and ethical reasons? And by all means, I'd love to, like, what was the job? Like, leave me a note. Maybe in an email or in the comments. But leaving a job for moral and ethical reasons, and why? What was the twist? What was the monkey in the wrench? What was the thing that put you over the edge? And no, I cannot do this job. Very curious, you guys. Side note, the one of the back to the garden thing, real quick. Piscean soul, the hibiscus. Finally, there's buds all over it. None of them have bloomed yet, but the hibiscus has buds on it, And very excited about that, and so should you be. So with that, I'm out. Peace that surpasses all understanding, and I'm gonna go home and collapse. I think. Love you guys. Bye.